Let's talk of question number 3 here. In question number 3, we are provided 3 charges each equal to q are placed at 3 corners of a square of side A. Find electric field at the 4th corner. So you have a square of each side A. You have a square of each side A. And 3 charges q are placed on 3 corners of this square. Here I have a charge q, and charge q. No charge at D. Find electric field at 4th corner. We want what is electric field at D. So if you are looking for the electric field at D, we can say there will be one electric field at D due to A, EA. There will be one electric field at D due to C. This is EC. And there will be one electric field at D due to B. This is EB at 45 degree. So if I ask, can you tell what is the value of EA, EC and EB? EA will be 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by A square. Q by A square. EC will be 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by A square. Their magnitude is same. But if each side is A and A, this is going to be A root 2. This is A root 2. So when I am writing how much is EB, it will be 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by A root 2 whole square. So it will be 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 1 by 2 into Q by A square. So we can finally connect from here is that EA equal to EB equal to E, where EA is equal to EC is equal to E, where EB is in fact E by 2, Q by A square by 2. But then when I am trying to find the net electric field, when we are trying to find the net electric field at D, so we can say let's divide this B into two components. So I am dividing this B into two components, EB cos 45 here and EB sin 45 here. And when I am introducing the component, I can forget about this EB state. So I have here one side sigma Ex, which is in fact EC plus EB cos 45. So sigma Ex is EC is E and EB is E by 2 root 2. And similarly, I can write sigma Ey, sigma Ex is here, sigma Ey is here. So I can write sigma Ey, which is EA plus EB sine 45. So we will get sigma EY, which is E plus E by 2 root 2. And when we are looking for the net electric field here, E net will be sigma Ex square plus sigma Ey square, or it is E plus E by 2 root 2 into root 2. So it becomes E into root 2 plus 1 by 2. This is giving you the net electric field. So the same thing you can see here, we are getting the same answer. E net is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by a square into 1 by 2 plus root 2. So we can get the net electric field in this situation. So it was a simple case of superposition principle where you are having 3 electric fields. Now question number 4 is also on the same line. Here 4 charges Q, Q, minus Q and minus Q are placed respectively at the 4 corners A, B, C and D of a square of side A. You have a square of each side A, B, C and D. 4 charges are plus Q, minus Q and minus Q. They are placed on 4 sides of a square of side A. Calculate electric field at center of the square. So we want electric field at the center of the square. Maybe O over here. So I represent these positive charges say by red and these negative charges say by minus Q, like that, by green color. So when we are looking at O, we will be getting, yes, if each side is A, if this is A root 2, this is A root 2. At O, we will be getting one electric field due to A, EA. And there is one electric field due to B, which is EB. EA equal to EB will have a value 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by, this is whole 2 root, this is whole A root 2 divided by 2. So A root 2 divided by 2 will give you A by root 2. This is A by root 2 square. So you are getting 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into 2Q by A square. This is EA and EB both. And at the same time, on the side of this, you are also having ED. And on the side of it, you are also having EC, where the magnitude of EB, ED and EC will be same, just the direction are different. So on this side you have EB plus ED and on this side you have EC plus EA. And you are looking for the net electric field. The net electric field of these two, E net, it can be called as, I can call E1, which is EB plus ED. and this will be 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 4q by a square. Similarly, I will have E2, which is EC plus EA, and this is also 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 4q by a square. And when you are looking for the net electric field, it will be root of E1 square plus E2 square plus 2 E1 E2 cos 90. Angle between them is 90 degree. So, E root 2. So, finally, I am getting the net electric field as 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 4 root 2 q by a square. K 4 root 2 q by a square. So, it was easy question for you. Question number 4, just a superposition principle in case of 4 charges, and you are looking for the net electric field at center. Now, question number 5 and 6 are very interesting and very easy questions for you. Just the two things which you will keep in mind is due to a positive charge, the electric field will be away from it, and due to negative charge, electric field will be towards it. And then how to do the vector sum. Like question number 5, as you can see. Find the electric field at point P due to the 4 point charges as shown in the diagram. Here you have a charge of say 10q, and here you have a charge of minus 10q. And on the central line, there is a center point P. On the central line, you have a charge of minus 5q at a distance d, and then again a charge of minus 10q at a distance d. Let's name them A, B, C and D. Now we are looking for the electric field at point P. So when I say the electric field at point P, there will be one electric field at point P due to A. Because of the positive charge, it will be away from it. Obviously this separation is D. There will be one electric field at point P due to B, EB. If I say how much is EA and EB, your answer is K 10q divided by D square. And when we say let these two electric fields be added, E and B in the same direction, let these two electric fields will be added as E1. E1 is EA plus EB. So E1 is K into 20q by D square. Then let's talk about the another electric field now, which is due to minus q. Due to minus q, you will get one electric field here, EC. EC will have a value K into 5q by D square. And at point P, you have an electric field due to D, ED. ED will be K 10q. I am not putting the sign of these charges by 2D whole square. So ED is K 2.5q by D square. So you have EC and ED. And then this EC and ED together have a resultant electric field, say E2. So E2 here is EC plus ED. So E2 here is K into 7.5q by D square. This is second. Now if I say how to find the net electric field. So the net electric field here will be root of E1 square plus E2 square. It will be KQ by D square root of 20 square plus 7.5 square. So it is KQ by D square into 21.36 net electric field. Net electric field will be here. So question number 5 for you.